What it do, boo-boo? How are y'all? Happy middle of the week. I hope it's going well. I can't believe we're already halfway through the week. Like 3-day weekends are crazy that way. I took a couple of days off, and then I actually made our video the day after the new moon and posted it, but it like every single new moon, full moon during this Mercury retrograde, like my uploads have taken like 18 hours, or at least just on the new moons and the full moons. The regular daily ones upload with no problem. I'm just like, I don't know why, but it's been tech issues. But we're almost out of Mercury retrograde. It's going direct like sometime between the 2nd or the 4th. I don't know. I still haven't checked the date. I'm a deadbeat. So Mercury's going direct, thank heavens. And you guys, you know how for like, it seems like forever, for our whole lives, we've just been in this period of time called the Omer, where it's a period of intense challenges that test every like level of our soul in like just the specific ways that are catered to our like own unique buttons, right? So we have been tested for weeks, and it started right after Passover. So this is the last week of the Omer, and during this time, all of these challenges have made everything. Like if you feel like you've been in a dream or like a house of like mirrors or like in like the illusions and everything has looked like seemed like it sucks. Like it has all been an illusion to press your buttons and to test you and to test your level of certainty and grow your certainty. And certainty, when we talk about that, it's like this level of faith beyond any like rational logic or reasoning. It's being able to believe before you see, right? And not even to believe with a sense of hope kind of belief, but like to know in your bones with absolute like being relaxed and like completely surrendered and let go, because you know everything is going to play out just the way that like the divine plan has it orchestrated, and it can all like just come together in your favor at any moment. So knowing that there is a purpose and a plan, even in the darkest times, and even when things are difficult and challenging and it doesn't seem like there's any silver lining, like pain, suffering, challenge, those things purify the negative layers that we have built up over our lives. They purify kind of like the negative actions that we've taken in the past, and it rights those wrongs. It kind of cleans the slate. Like pretend like we're on a scale, right? And like our negative, the negative energy that we've created through our negative actions is on one side, and the positive energy created through our positive actions are on another. And in the Hebrew culture, they call these angels. So this energy that we create with our actions, if it's negative, you're creating negative angels. And if it's positive, you're creating positive angels. And so these energies are weighed out. And if we go through times of difficulties, of challenges, it sort of like cancels out a lot of those like negative angels that are weighing us down on the side of judgment. And it opens us up for more mercy and compassion and blessings to flow. So when we are in the midst of pain or a shitty situation and it doesn't look like there's a silver lining or anything positive about it, just remember that it's actually setting you up to receive a lot of blessings, and it's just the universe's way of leveling you up quick enough to like be able to like match your resonance to like draw in that blessing. So yes, embracing pain and difficulty is actually beneficial. And the more you embrace it, the more like energetic mystical points that you get, so that you get to like enhance the blessing even more. So this time of the Omer is clearing up, and this week it'll feel like all these illusions that have made everything seem like worse than it has been, or like more tempting, or like more scary, or made you feel more insecure than usual. Like this is all that cloud, that dark cloud is lifting, and the fog is starting to break. So this week we are blessed with this energy of a clearer connection to our intuition than we usually have. Like it's all gonna start making sense, and you're gonna get so much insight and real certain discernment, like that's very clear to you, that you're starting to like really like, you're able to be more decisive and more intentional and see things more clearly. And because we were under such these, like an illusion, and all these like, I don't know, the whole testing time of the Omer was like set up to make things not seem as they are, right? So all of that, yes, it was a test. I lost my train of thought, but we are coming out of it. Oh yeah, that, because nothing was as it seemed, we were supposed to just like not take any crazy actions or not be reactive, right? So hopefully you didn't do anything drastic during these weeks, but now we're coming to the end of it. And so you're going to see things a lot more clearly. You're going to have a lot more discernment and a lot more certainty about the choices that you want to make and how you want to move forward and what you're calling into your life. Because we are up leveling into a new cycle, a new fresh energy. There's so many like new fresh starts happening. So this is the perfect time to really reevaluate and, prune what's no longer, vital and bringing you, benefiting you in any way or like enhancing your life, and anything that's not in alignment with you anymore, anything that's not serving you, and certainly pruning away things that are toxic and not good for you or that are bringing you down. So yeah, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. We're going to be in that shadow for another couple of weeks. But yes, communication is going to be easier. The things that we are trying to do in regards to our manifestations are going to be easier. Manifestation energy is going to be enhanced quite a bit over the next few weeks. That was one of the themes for the month of Gemini, for the new moon. Go back and watch that video yesterday. There's a lot of like good information about like the kinds of energy that we should catch the wave of this energy this month, because it's going to be like intense manifestation ability. A lot of potential there to enhance your manifestation power this month. And already, oh my God. So you guys, I had a very exciting food day at work. So I have been saying that I wanted to go to Once Upon a Time in France and have caviar and champagne cocktails for like weeks now. It was like, I kind of wanted to do it for my birthday and I didn't. And yeah, I've just been like wanting to get over there and go have caviar, and I just haven't had a chance. And so I've been like, oh yeah, I want caviar. And I've been talking about like this like appetizer that I had once. It was like tempura plantains with sour cream and caviar. And it was like one of the best things I've ever had in my life. And that has haunted me ever since. It was at Bagatelles in Key West. Yeah, probably just something that they had on their menu, like, and never had again, but it was so good. So today I go into work, and I just said in yesterday's video that I was good at manifesting food, and I've had a lot of really cool snacks lately. So I go into work, and Jeff goes, hey, you finally manifested your caviar. They got caviar up there on the line for you. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And after the shift meeting, I went back there. I'm like, what's going on? What's the caviar? And they're like, oh yeah, some food rep brought by like caviar, like a whole flight of different kinds. And it wasn't even like going to be something that's on our menu. It was just like randomly the universe was like, okay, how can we get her some caviar? And it was like a food rep came to our restaurant, dropped off a flight of caviar. Like I had beluga caviar today. And that was just one of the caviars. There's many. That was actually my favorite. There was one called like something royal, maybe. I can't remember. Or something crown. Not crown royal. But it was something, one of those two. But yeah, great caviar, very exciting. And then after that, we had, I was just telling you guys how we had the strawberry and basil chantilly cream cake, and how we got like one the other day, and I was so excited, and they gave us a second one because I was like, I'm not ready to let go of that moment yet. And we got another one. We got another one today after the caviar. So I was just like, oh my God. Like, I'm like Beatlemania over here because we get caviar and we get strawberry and basil chantilly cream cake. But that's not all. After that, my coworker, who was not working that night, was like out eating, and he was just like, I don't know, rolling around by himself. And he came into the restaurant, and I just like kind of walked over there to like deliver some food to some people. And I saw him at the bar. I was like, oh hey, what's up? And I saw him with a to-go bag, and I was like, oh, what'd you get? I thought he had food that he was going to take away. He was like, I'm not getting food here. I brought you guys dessert. And I didn't even like understand what he said, because I was like, wait, what? Did I hear that right? He brought us desserts. It was so good. There was like this like peanut butter fudge mousse dessert thing, and then there was this other thing. It was sort of like a whipped parfait with like whipped lemon yogurt, but I'm not sure if it was a parfait, but it was parfait-esque. Both were really good. That was very grateful. I was super excited. But yes, manifesting big things, people. Food like that. I'm like, maybe tomorrow I'll get a leather jacket or something. I can't wait. That'd be nice. Wouldn't that just be hilarious if that happened? Okay, so on to the reading today. Now that I have had more context about the Omer clearing up and like the fog lifting and us having more discernment and clarity, like that was one of the things that I just happened to like hear about in one of the Kabbalah podcasts that I follow today. And I was just like, no shit, that really matches our reading, because we got King of Swords. And as us as the King of Swords, we are like gaining so much clarity, so much discernment, so much is just like clearing up in our mental landscape, and we have got a hold of our thoughts, and like we've sort of balanced this and become and taken sort of a dispassionate analysis of the situation, right? The transformation is crowning us, and our mental landscape is serene, which is great, and we become very decisive about something. And now we're going to be able to wield the sword and make those clean cuts that we need to make to get rid of old thought patterns, old ideas that we have carried about life, about the way things have to be, the way it always has been, you know, like getting rid of all of that. Thinking differently about the story of our own life, about the story that we tell ourselves about who we are and like, you know, who we're gonna be and who we have been. And so we're letting go of those old stories. There's also something in our life that we're gaining a lot of discernment about, and we're being able to make decisions to make changes and make the transformations that need to happen so that we can really live this next chapter as the person that we want to be, creating like the life that we really want to create for ourselves. It's all very exciting. And so I actually followed this up with a few oracle cards, which I don't usually mix these decks just because aesthetically they don't really match. But at the same time, I was just like, it'll work. And I pulled 3 cards because the Vintage Wisdom deck was just being really loud. And I got Discernment, represented by the Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil, Freedom, and Divine Timing. Oh, yes. And another situation in regards to the King of Swords is that there may have been another character in our life or situation that was also being King of Swordsy. But I think that in the outer influence of the King of Swords, it was very blunt. Maybe not very, maybe it seemed kind of cold or uncompassionate or just like, really, like, I don't know, blunt, like, because the King of Swords can sometimes be a dick. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, he can sometimes be a dick, or just, like, very, like, unfeeling or insensitive or just, like, I don't know, not very, like, warm and fuzzy. So you may have been on the receiving end of a like a rude awakening or like a cold splash to the face, or like I said in our written like the blog today, it could have as easily been death by 1,000 cuts. But because of that situation, that has also helped you gain a little bit more clarity, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to move forward now, unencumbered. And so basically you have discernment over the situation, and you're using your wisdom and paying attention to, you know, your feelings, and really able to be wise as you move forward in this situation, and see through the BS, and see through to what's really happening, and like what's literally going on. And that might apply to a bunch of different situations in your life, but you're just getting a lot more clear about how you are feeling about things, what you think about things, what you expect from things, and what you're calling in and what you do not want anymore. This is giving you a great sense of freedom. You've let go of something or gotten over something that's been keeping you stuck, or just like plateaued or in place in the same spot for a while. You've been fortified in one energy, and so now you are freeing yourself, and you're feeling a lot of freedom, and you're feeling expanded and hopeful, and like there's all kinds of options coming in on the horizon. I like to say this, the sharks are circling. And divine timing has been at play, and maybe something before, like there's something that's changing, something that's going away, and something that's coming in. Either that, or it's a dynamic that is going to be drastically changing, where it's not going to be like the way it was, but it will be like something else now. And there's a timing, like divine timing issue that's been at play so far. And so this has, whatever is coming through now or is orbiting you and wants to come through, the timing has not been ready yet. And it could be that the pieces are still being like pulled into place, but divine timing is at play. And so just trust that things are being moved and put into order. And if things don't seem to be happening, don't worry, they will be. Things are happening beneath the surface that we just can't see. And so just trust that it's all gonna work out. It's already playing out, and movement is happening, even though it may not appear that it is. And trust that so far, like, you haven't missed out on anything, because the timing was not right. And if the timing was not right, then even if you got successful at something, you wouldn't have been able to maintain it, right? There's something that you had to learn to get you here, so that you can like be the like we talk about becoming the vessel to hold the light. Like the experience that we have had that have led us to this moment have created the vessel to be able to contain and to maintain whatever is coming in next. Okay, so that's very exciting stuff. So very hopeful, and yeah, excited to see what is on the horizon. All right, you guys, I am going to go water my plants now, and yeah, enjoy that process. Just chilling in the evening outside. I love summer nights. I love being able to go out at night and it not be like chilly or cold, and you can just like relax outside and not be like, ugh. So yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, yins, be good, but not too good. See y'all tomorrow for our Thirsty Thursday reading. Yeah, it was thirsty. I know I am. Ciao.